brought to you by Presidente. Brendan Loughna, 1 year older, 3 inches taller. Each man weighed in at the featherweight limit of
24 professional fights. He has a record of 21 victories and 3 defeats with 13 wins by way of stoppage. Fighting out of Manchester, England, here is your #1 seed, Brendan Loughna. His opponent fighting out of the red corner. He is a wrestler. Standing at 5'6", he officially weighs in at 145 3/4 pounds. In 19 professional fights, he has an undefeated record of 17 victories, 1 draw, and 1 no contest, with 8 wins by way of stoppage. Fighting out of Dagestan, Russia, here is your #4 seed, Movilid Khaybulaev.
Loughna in the black and gray. Feints from Loughna, backing up Movilid Khaybulaev, who we know likes to time leaping attacks. Catches a leg kick, and right down to the back goes Brendan Loughna.
Good timing on that. It was the timing that set that up. Little change of elevation as the kick's coming in. Penetration forward, head to the chest, off balance. Goes Brendan, and Brendan right now is trying to bother Movilid. I would like to see him digging underhooks. I would like to see him getting the opposite hip down and starting to look for an escape. That's what he told us he could do so well.
There you go. I'd like to see him unlock his feet, get his feet and legs back in this fight, get a foot on a hip, pick a side, circle towards that underhook on that side, and find his way back up.
Chael, you warned all night long throughout the rest of the action about throwing those naked leg kicks. You got to finish with kicks, finish combinations with kicks. We saw Brendan Loughna open a combination with a leg kick, and he ended up on his back for those efforts.
Sure, and when you're taking on a guy that you are worried and you do respect his wrestling prowess, sometimes you make those investments. You take those risks, chop down the legs, slow him down a little bit. Sean, I do agree. Set it up with the hands, disguise that kick at the end of your combination.
Punches from the top and the bottom here. Brendan Loughna is scoring some to the side of Movilid Khaybulaev's head as he's trying to isolate Movilid's left arm in a straight arm bar over the shoulder, but
Brendan has a couple of options here, guys. First off, create space. He could straight arm the head or dig that underhook, start to stand up. Secondly, back. Move yourself to the fence and start to wall walk. Staying right down right here, not the greatest idea. I would like to see Brendan get his body going this way, get over towards that fence and wall walk. Laying right here, problem. No underhooks, problem.
Take a look through the PFL Smart Cage with our Ghost Cam. Round 1, just about halfway gone here. Movilid Khaybulaev has been on top at the close guard of Brendan Loughna for 2+ minutes.
Loughna's done a good job of tying Khaybulaev up and not letting him land any clean shots, but he's losing minutes in this round by closing his guard and staying on his back. He's got to get his feet back on the hips of Khaybulaev, create some space, create a scramble, tie an arm up, pick a side, and try to get back up, get elevation.
And a concern that Brendan and Brendan's coaches need to have is, look, both these guys are detectives right now. They're storing away clues. And Movilid just learned, take him down in the middle, hold him here is a pretty good strategy. That's why it is so important, Brendan, get the scramble going, get back up to the feet, and change the dynamic of this contest.
Hey, there you go. Good. Minute and a half, Brendan.
Left hand comes over the top from Movilid Khaybulaev once again. And you talk about storing away clues. Sometimes it takes a minute or two, as you well know, to figure out how to get strikes around the guard from the top. Movilid has scored on about 3 of his last 5. He's starting to figure out the timing of Brendan's defense and his offense from the back.
Sure. Listen, we saw the fight. I'll make a comparison, but Khabib versus Conor McGregor. One difference I'm seeing here is Brendan has a closed guard in the middle of the cage. That's problematic. If you're in the middle of the cage, you're not using that wall as a help. You better open your guard and be scrambling. Brendan has a closed guard. That means he's going to a defensive posture, not offense.
Did you make that comparison because it's a Dagestani against the guy with an accent, Chael?
You know, I think there was probably something to do with the fact that, yes, one of the Eagle, Khabib's guys, is in there and maintaining top control. I think it is relevant. And perhaps Brendan's a little lost at where he's at, which is also a comparison to the way that fight played out with Ian McGregor.
Ian McGregor.
Khaybulaev now stacking up the hips of Brendan Loughna, who has finally opened his guard. We approach the 10-second mark here. Brendan Loughna, the 1 seed, has been on his back.
There's
and
the
finally
scramble.
back to his feet in the final few seconds. Oh! On October 27th, he wants to know who he's fighting. Movilid Khaybulaev in the green trunks, Brendan Loughna in the black and gray with a sharp jab. FPR score and fan verdict vote in the favor of Khaybulaev after the early takedown. Nice low kick from Brendan Loughna.
We'll be interested what differences and what changes is Brendan going to make, what adjustments. He now respects the takedown. He understands the problem of being in the center of the cage, but he's still feeding those feet to him. It's almost as though he's daring Movilid. One more time. Come on in, big guy.
It appears that Movilid is 100% focused on Brendan Loughna and his hands as well.
Big swing from Movilid Khaybulaev. Loughna's able to move outside of range.
4 minutes. Hand. Stay slow. Reset your distance.
That's almost nervous energy by Khaybulaev in this standing position.
Don't let him close that gap.
I think Brendan learned. Little space isn't bad between us. I see him favoring that jab just a little bit more.
Nice return by Khaybulaev.
Yeah, the right hand found the jaw of Brendan Loughna, who spins around on a missed kick.
When he throws that jab, something should come behind it. Maybe a high kick, but also that cross. He's going to have to let a little power go at some point to get that round back.
Take a look inside the red corner of Movilid Khaybulaev.
What? You push him to the cage. Yes. Watch for his mistakes. Don't rush it. Take your time. 2 minutes has passed, man. You show him. You are the one leading the fight. You set up your rules. You gotta take him down. 3 minutes left. You have to take him down. Everything is excellent. You see everything. To the other side. To the other side. Move to the other side.
The corner of Movilid calling for a takedown. No surprise there. Much more measured pace here in round number 2. Movilid has yet to really commit to a takedown attempt. Loughna circling around the outside. Movilid controlling the center of the smart cage.
Movilid starting to put him in the corner.
Nice right hand by Loughna.
Yeah, Movilid starting to put him in the corner, starting to stalk him a little bit.
Now he presses Brendan Loughna into the barrier. He's got one leg, head outside, grabs the second.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
And now you've got the killer on your back.
Get up, Brendan. Just get up. Hands. Fight them hands, Brendan. Fight them hands.
Brendan's going to need to fight those hands, push his hips forward.
Slide that left arm underhook in. Left arm underhook. Come on, up against Brendan.
Popping that head up. Let's pop the head up right now. Step up and hand fight. Step up and hand fight.
Be the dog, Brendan. Be that dog.
Let's try to get that posture here.
Come on. Minute and a half. Minute and a half.
Brendan has the right idea. He's lacking some of the fundamentals and experience here, but he has the right idea. Getting himself into that fence. Now he starts to need to push those hips forward. He's let them come back. He needs to drive them forward. He's got a hold of the right tool, but by the wrong end.
Movilid Khaybulaev controlling the left leg of Brendan Loughna, hanging heavy and pressuring against the cage here. Winner of this fight will meet Chris Wade in a 2021 Featherweight World Championship right here on October 27th. Now Movilid goes to work with the left hand. No answer from Brendan Loughna on the bottom. More left hands from Movilid, who's got the handcuff on the right arm of Brendan Loughna, and he's only got one hand to defend himself.
Well, this is a finishing position. If he keeps going and stays busy here, okay, he's lost the seatbelt.
A dominant final 30 seconds of the round for Movilid Khaybulaev, who will finish on top with round 3 ahead. One more playoff spot, one more championship spot. Movilid Khaybulaev, Brendan Loughna. Khaybulaev in the green, Loughna in the black and gray. FPR and fans give rounds 1 and 2 to Movilid Khaybulaev. I don't think they'll find any disagreement from the broadcast table. Randy, what does Brendan Loughna have to do here?
He's got to make something happen in this third round. He's got to work at staying off of his back, and he's got to let his hands go. It's too late to the low kicks and try and take some of his mobility away. He's got to step in the pocket and let his hands go.
Well, that low kick earned him a straight right hand and a left hook from Movilid as well. This is where the boxing of Brendan Loughna has got to pay dividends.
Yes! Yes! Face down! Face down! Stay on your toes!
Brendan's marching him down. That does surprise me a little bit. Movilid was the one cutting the ring off before. Movilid showed us at the very end of that first round. He sprinted, he changed elevation, he really covered some distance for that double. He hasn't gone back to that weapon.
4 minutes!
1 minute already gone here in round number 3. Winner moves on to face Chris Wade in the 2021 PFL World Championship.
Come on, when he moves in up, one to him. And then
nice uppercut there. Brendan Loughna has Movilid Khaybulaev stumbling. Has him a little bit hurt. Can't allow the killer too much time to recover. Movilid circling. Brendan Loughna landed an uppercut and an overhand right, and waited another 40 seconds to throw another punch.
Got to be careful. Can't get too overzealous and press and then get taken down again and lose the round. He's got to bide his time. At the same time, he's running out of time. So
blood from the nose of Movilid Khaybulaev. Brendan Loughna perhaps making a late push here.
Brendan hasn't moved that right hand this round, guys. Is he suffering some hand injury? Did something happen here?
No, it was his left hand that was injured, rumor would tell us. Coming out of his last regular season fight, he threw the uppercut with the right hand, and then kind of that hook slash overhand with the right, and there it goes again. I think the left hand might be the problem.
I'm speaking to Movilid here.
Oh, excuse me.
Movilid's right hand has not been involved in this round, and a takedown or a strike. And I'm just making the observation. It would seem that Movilid would want to get this back to the canvas where he's been safe for the previous 2.
There comes a right hand from Movilid Khaybulaev, and now he's in on the leg. Brendan Loughna reaching for the switch. Movilid negates it, elevates both legs, and once again ends up on top inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Movilid is bleeding from somewhere. I can see the blood coming down on Brendan's chest. Is that what it is?
yeah, his nose.
Randy, the bridge or coming out the nostrils?
I think it's coming out the nostrils.
All right.
That was a solid right hand. by Loughna that caused the probably broken nose.
I'll tell you what, Brendan hasn't quit fighting. He's been put in bad positions, I acknowledge, but he's trying to win this match. Cage control, that's the lesson for tonight. Even right now, Randy, I believe he should turn. I'm talking about Brendan. Get his head on the fit, work to his back and shoulders, and start to wall walk. I think perhaps it's a skill he's yet to refine.
He was looking like he was doing a lot of wall wrestling in that video going into this fight. But I think he's dealing with a different animal here than a lot of the wrestlers we've seen.
Well, how many fights have we seen against the Dagestani where people think they put in the necessary work and they step inside the cage to find that the pressure is just a little more relentless, just a little bit heavier, just something different. Brendan Loughna trying to reach over, perhaps for a Kimura grip, abandons that. Movilid Khaybulaev heavy on the hips, knowing full well that he's already banked some, probably 2 rounds. And even if this wrestling doesn't win him round number 3 after he took some damage to the face, it's stopping Brendan Loughna from mounting any offense. Here comes the 10-second clapper. Brendan Loughna trying to shake Movilid Khaybulaev off his back. He will be unsuccessful as the round comes. Featherweight semifinal finished. One look at our Cageonomics stats.
Judge John Rupert scores the contest 30-27 for Movilid. Judge Daniel Torres scores it 29-28 for Loughna. And Judge Elian Rodriguez has it 29-28 for your winner by split decision and clinching a spot in the 2021 PFL World Championship, Movilid